Hey guys, it's Melissa. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about getting back to a place of peace and calm when things around you are upsetting you. I want to, first of all, before I even get started, I want to thank a couple of people because I did yesterday's podcast about true light workers and how there shouldn't be any negativity there. And I did not record that in order for people to write me messages and tell me that they're thankful for what I do, but I truly appreciate you doing that. I had a couple of people who did that, and I really want to say thank you for that because just hearing feedback from other people is super helpful for me, and it kind of keeps me motivated to do what I do. And I've always said if I help even one person, it's worth it. And so just hearing that I am helping someone, a couple of people, that makes everything worth it. And it keeps me going and feeling like this is what I'm doing is helping and is necessary. So I really, really appreciate you taking time out to message me. Your messages were super sweet and lifted me up, and I really appreciate that. Yesterday was a little bit of a rough day for me because my poor 17-year-old daughter is having back problems. She has pars defect, which is like a fracture in her spine, and it's been a 2-year injury that they've just now diagnosed correctly. They've been treating the wrong thing for a long time, and she's been in pain. And yesterday was painful for her. And as a mom, and those of you who are parents, even if you're not a parent, you just know that watching your loved one go through pain and not being able to do anything really about it is upsetting. But she's doing a little better, and hopefully this will help her in the long run. But I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you for those messages because they were just what I needed yesterday. I super appreciate it. But I've also received messages from people, and more than one person, saying that when they listen to my podcast that they're doing really well and they're having a good day and it starts off great. And then throughout the day, things happen and they lose that positivity and they lose I can do this and get through life, which I totally understand. When I did the spiritual boot camp with Julia Treat, that's how I felt. Like every day I woke up so excited to get my new email and the lesson for the day, and I was ready to go and I felt so positive. But as the day wears on, that can start to wear off, and that positivity and the newness and things happen to us, and throughout the day, everything that happens to us depletes our energy just a little bit more. So what I thought I would do today is a meditation with you that you can do anytime, and it will be a short, quick meditation. You can even do it at work. It might just look like you're closing your eyes for a minute, but it's a way for you to get back in that place again of positivity and peace, because so many things happen to us throughout our day. We look at things on social media, and one mean comment from someone can totally change your whole day. And hopefully in teaching you this meditation, you will not allow those things to deplete your energy and not allow them to affect you. Because the one thing that I'm truly learning as I'm on my journey, and I'm learning more and more every day, and I talked about detaching from outcomes. Excuse me. But you also have to detach from things that might possibly rob you of your peace, which isn't always easy to do because we immediately want to react to things with our emotion. But you have to learn how to take emotion out of it sometimes. Like if someone posts something negative on social media, first of all, you don't always know how it was intended because it's really difficult to interpret tone in writing. So that's the first thing. But the second thing is, even if you know the person was trying to say something hurtful and hateful and mean to you, what you have to understand is that says more about that person than it does you. And we have to get to a place where we are so comfortable with ourselves and we feel so secure in ourselves. And again, it's a process and it's not easy because most of us have a lot of insecurities that we have to get over. But we have to get to a place where we love ourselves so much that what somebody else says cannot rock our boat. And that's a process that is not easy, but it can happen and it can be done. Because think about all of the people who are high-profile celebrities. Let's think about those people for a minute. Those people might have a lot of people who email them or send them messages saying how wonderful they are. They probably have just as many people who send them messages of hate, right? Saying, you suck, you're the worst, you can't act, whatever. They have to have a thick skin. And they have to be able to ignore the haters and only focus on the things that lift them up. And here's the thing I want you to remember. You have to come from a place of so much negativity and hate yourself to make it your mission to purposefully go out and ruin someone's day. Because that's why they're doing it, right? They're doing it out of this intention that I'm going to make their day terrible. I'm going to hurt their feelings. Like, I'm doing this on purpose. Nobody inadvertently sends hateful messages, right? You just don't do that. So that person, if they're able to send those awful, hurtful messages, must be feeling terrible about themselves. Because if they were secure in themselves and they love themselves, they wouldn't do that. Right? Because I think of myself and I love myself and I'm secure in myself. There was a time when I wasn't. And even at that time when I wasn't all that secure in myself, I would never have sent a message like that to someone else. So you have to be in some severe kind of pain and very insecure to go out of your way to ruin someone else's day. So if somebody does that to you, I want you to remember that. Okay, please remember that. It is more about that person. They're the ones who have the problem, not you. And what I want you to do is to detach emotionally from that. I just want you to think about that. And then here's the thing, and you can do this or not, but I send that person love. I say, angels, go be with that person. They must really need some love and support. And I truly do that. Because I feel like when we send out blessings to others, it comes back to us. And seriously, that person really is hurting for them to make you miserable. They just have to be. It's always how it is. And they might look like they have it all going on, but I'm telling you, if they're doing that kind of stuff, they don't. We don't know what people personally battle behind closed doors. So if someone comes at you like that, know that that says more about them than you. And don't take it personally. Take your emotions out of it. And, this whole I gotta get revenge thing, stop that. Karma goes around, and so what you do to somebody else and put out there is going to come back to you. But if you are in a situation like this, it can rock your world. It can. Because you're just human, and you understand the effect that has on you. But what we have to learn how to do is to shield ourselves and to say, nope, not going to get me today. You're not going to bring me down to your level. I'm going to rise up and I'm going to flick that away, dust my shoulders off and keep moving. And usually in the grand scheme of things, those people, those things that they do don't matter anyway. If it was somebody who is someone you have to be around all the time, like a family member, remember that you still have to keep your peace. You don't have to interact. You don't have to engage. The thing is, for a lot of people, that is a game. And that is a game of control, of can I control you with your emotions? And if you feed into it and you play along and you extend your emotions to them, they're going to keep doing it. When you stop and you realize this is a game they're trying to play and you take your emotions out of it and you just think about it logically, like, oh, they're just trying to manipulate me or they're trying to see if they can get to me or bother me because this is fun for them, right? It's fun to have control of this situation and to play this little game. When you shut your emotions off and you disengage, it's no longer fun and they'll stop. That took me a long time to learn that. When I was married, my ex-husband, when we got divorced, he used to do that to me. He would try to engage me in those games where he would try to control me by doing something to hurt me, like not paying child support, or saying I couldn't have the kids when I would ask if we were trying to work out something, like if there was a party or a holiday. Like those kinds of things were fun for him. That was the only way he could get to me. And when I stopped playing into it, whenever he would say, no, you can't have them. And I would just say, okay, and move on. And yes, it did work out that there were a couple of times my kids couldn't attend our family events and we missed them. But if I had played into that game, it would have kept going on and on and on. And by saying, okay, and moving on and letting that battle go and not engaging with him, it was no fun anymore. So I stopped doing it. He stopped using that as a way to get back at me. And I really never thought that that would be all it would take, but it was. So think about that. For some people, it is a game. When we don't play along, it's no longer fun. It's no longer a game because you can't play a game with one person, and so they quit. Just something to think about. All right, my lovelies, I pulled a card for you before I do this meditation, and it is from the Chakra Healing deck by the Sage Goddess, and it is self-care. The greatest gift you can offer those you love is the gift of your own well-being and a balanced and open heart. Take some unaccounted time to do what brings you unfettered joy. Indulge in the activities and experience that feel the most yummy to you, and allow yourself to enjoy every moment on every level. When you feel happy, whole, and complete, you create an energetic ripple that is felt in the hearts of those you love and hold dear. Today, give yourself the gift of your love. It will be a gift for everyone. Yeah, and guys, part of that is keeping your peace, not allowing anyone or anything to rob you of your peace and to cause you any ounce of worry. All right, so we're going to do this meditation for you. So if you are driving, you can still listen to it and it might be helpful for you. But if you really want to get into this, then you are going to find a comfortable place where you can either lie down or you can sit up with a back against the chair. But just make sure you're really comfortable. And this is not going to take very long. It's just going to be a few minutes. And it's just allowing you to come back to a place of peace and being centered and not allowing anyone else to rob you of this peace. All right, so if you're having a bad day and you just need to come back to this, you can come back to this. So go ahead and pause this if you need to find a comfortable spot. Come back to it. If you're ready, we're going to go ahead and get started. So I want you just to take a very deep breath in and then exhale and let out any worries, any problems, any stress, let it go. Again, take another deep breath in and exhale any worries, any problems, any stress, let it go. And I want you to imagine that there is a pure, divine healing light at the top of your head. This light is going to move down through you and all around you. Even out to the sides of you, it is creating a container for you, almost like a bubble. And within this bubble, you are surrounded by this white, pure light that is healing you and is healing any toxic energies that may have attached to you. It's getting rid of any emotions that don't serve you from either things you've seen or heard. Anything at all that makes you feel less than happy and joyful. This white light is going to be removing. And it's keeping this space as a bubble around you so that anyone or anything that tries to get in will not be able to. Anyone who tries to send any malicious things your way, this energy that isn't serving you is going to bounce right off of this bubble and go right back to that person. This white light now starts down from the top of your head, going down through your face, through your neck, down through your shoulders and arms. Again, it's purifying your whole body, taking away anything that isn't serving you. It goes down now through your chest, through your stomach, down through the tops of your legs, down through your calves, and out through the bottoms of your feet and into Mother Earth, where it's grounding you. And now this whole light is surrounding your entire body like a bubble, holding the highest, most pure energy inside this bubble. And anytime you see something, hear something, anything at all that upsets you, that isn't serving you, you're going to come right back to this space where this light is filling you. It fills you with peace, with joy, with happiness and love, the highest vibrational energies. And we ask that this bubble of white, pure, healing light would surround us as we continue to go throughout our day, our week, our month, our year. And we just thank you for healing us and protecting us. And now I want you to start taking a couple of deep breaths again. You can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, coming back slowly. And when you're totally ready, you can open your eyes again. Take one more deep breath. And know that anytime you need to, you can come back to this space, you can come back and do this meditation. Don't let anything rob you of your peace, okay? You deserve to be loved, especially by yourself. So don't let something that someone says or does affect your day. Understand that if people are unkind, that is their problem. That has more to do with them. It's not going to affect you. You're going to continue to go about your day in this space of pure, brilliant white light and healing energy and loving energy and peace. Nothing can shake you. You are a child of the divine, and you are deeply and unconditionally loved. All right, guys, I want to thank you for listening. As always, if you like my podcast, please share it with others. Leave feedback, stars, comments so that others can find me. And don't forget to join me on my Facebook Lives on Tuesdays at 7. You can also go to my website if you're interested in Reiki or a coaching session or reading, or if you would just like to join my program, A Purposeful Pilgrimage. I am always enrolling members, and you are going to have the content available to you forever. As long as you pay a one-time membership fee, as long as you are a member, you will have that class info forever. So you can revisit it anytime you need. And I have meditations and tappings and all kinds of resources there. If you want to sign up for my 5-day self-love challenge, this is kind of a preview of what my program is like, except I wouldn't even call it an appetizer because it's not even that much of my program. My program is so much more than that. It's much more in depth. 22 days. Actually, I added a day. I forgot. There's 23 days now. plus a whole list of other resources, videos, meditations, all kinds of things out there. So if this sounds like something you would enjoy, sign up for my 5-day self-love challenge and you can try it out. You'll get an email a day. Every day is filled with some kind of tool like a meditation or a tapping. And you'll get a little taste of what my program is like, my online course, A Purposeful Pilgrimage. I want to thank you guys again for listening. Have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.